This is one thing I like about the game, which is that they don't try and screw with you as far as getting restocked. You need the ammo for the final fight. You go to the ship. The ship has all your ammo. Maybe not the most flavorful thing in the world, because it's not immediately clear to me where Samus, or why Samus would have, for example, power bombs in the ship, which she didn't even have at the beginning of the game. But it sure is darn convenient, isn't it? So we're just going to make our way through here into the Artifact Temple. I'm not actually sure which is like the easiest, best way through this, whether to shoot everything, but Samus is a pacifist, of course. So, this is the final phase of the game. We've got Meta Ridley. Hey, buddy. We've got Meta Ridley coming up here, and he is a meanie. But I guess Samus like destroyed his something. So now it's time to settle the score. We got all the artifacts. Brought him back to the Artifact Temple. What's up, artifacts? Awesome. So all the little bird head guys are coming in, and they're shooting the laser beam right in the center. We got some nice disco lights, no problem, awesome. Shining up at the sky. And all those disco lights are going to attract the attention of one Mr. Ridley. He's kind of a baller, made out of metal. And he does not look happy, so we're going to have a little conversation with Ridley. It'll be important for us to get our point across that it's not cool to kill Samus, which is what he looks like he's trying to do. So phase 1, obviously the most important phase, we have to scan. Scanning is... We did not come this far to not get the 100%. So yeah, it's Meta Ridley, you know, shoot him with fire. One nice thing about this boss fight is it's pretty straightforward. You know, you shoot him with the fireballs. And you use the temple structures to dodge. And shoot him a bunch. Once he starts flying away, there's really no point in locking onto him. You can't shoot him when he's that far away. Your shots don't travel that far. Unfortunate, but true. So really all that's happening is you're hindering your ability to see him when he drops the fireworks on you. Might seem a little weenie hiding behind these pillar things. It is. But that's okay, you know. That's what they're there for. Alright, he's gonna take another trip away. No problem. Just gotta keep your eye on him. He's coming back. Dodge the pot shots. Ooh, we took a hit there. Unfortunate. Alright, that was a good hit. Nice one. Alright, so he flies away again. This is one thing, if I have some criticism for this fight, it does get a little bit repetitive. There's a lot of parts where the stuff that I do doesn't really affect anything. Like when he's flying all the way out here, look at all this time that's happening where I don't get to interact with the game at all. So that's one thing that I think is kind of a weakness of the Meta Ridley fight. One thing I really do like about it is that, goodness me, do you feel like you're in a bind here. Okay, so here's one. So, I don't know if you noticed what happened, but when you roll into him with the boost ball, that does a ton of damage to Ridley. And it puts you into the second phase of his fight. Now, the second phase of his fight is kind of tough. Well, this part is kind of tough. It's kind of tough if you don't have the secret of using the Wave Buster. The Wave Buster is really nice because it locks onto his hurt spot, and whenever he tries to charge at you, he exposes his hurt shot, which means that he takes another hit, which makes it pretty easy for you to hit him again. If you lose your charge, that makes it a little harder. That means you have to run away and do the same thing. But then, you just hold down the A button for the rest of the fight. And because you have lots and lots of missiles, that's a viable strategy. So yeah, that's the Meta Ridley fight. Not bad, not bad. Props to RoboJack for the strats on that fight. And then all of our bird allies take Meta Ridley down, and we banish him to the Shadow Realm. Sorry about that one, Meta Ridley. We really apologize for that. We didn't want to have to take out such a majestic beast, but he had to pick a fight with us. So we had to fight him so that we could induce these Chozo ghosts to open this Sanctuary Link thing to the next phase of the game. And so now we are in the final spot, the Impact Crater. And we are immediately hitting the save station up. So now, it's time for the big boss. Now, before we do that, we have a very important thing to do, which is scanning the Lumen Gek. Lumen Geks are, again, they're those guys. Those are a scan. They only exist in this one specific spot. And, hey, you know what else is a scan? Is our friend over here in this room. This guy is a special type of Metroid. He is called a Fission Metroid. He can split into two forms. It's pretty cool. So, after having gotten both of those scans, we're going to go ahead and take a trip back to the save station, which will make it impossible for me to forget about getting those scans in a future time, just in case I happen to come back here and, you know, on the super off chance that I don't beat this fight on my first try.